coming. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate your love and support. So, in today's video, I want to be clear because some people are quoting me badly, by the way. It's like when I came out to say, do what you can do for the rest of until you finish your 2 years contract. My Lord. Okay, until you finish your 2 years contract. Some people, they did not understand what I said. So I want to be clear on this specific live. Do what you can if you are interested. Some jobs, it's like sometimes it is a call, you know. We are called to come, we are called by the grace of God. Some people are really called. It is a call. You can't wake up one time and you say, let me go and preach. No, those preachers, they are called. It is a call from God. Even some jobs, people they have that call on a specific job. You might be like called, yani, not everyone can do what you're doing. So there are some people who are blessed to do a specific work. Okay, so this one I'm going to be specifically onto those who want to come and work as housemaids. Please quote me clearly. I did not tell anyone not to cook for herself, because I said do what you want to do until you finish your contract. Because last time I saw a comment when someone said, okay, thank you so much, dear Tebi. Someone said that I always say, do what you are going do that specific thing that you're going to do until you finish your contract. Yes, I will keep saying this because I won't tell you specifically that you don't do the kitchen work. I did not say that. If you are a woman, you are specifically supposed to be in the kitchen, but not men. I talked about a lady who told her boss that for her, she's still young, as in when she's not married, she can't do the cooking. But some people, they quote me badly. I did not. If I say that do what you can until you finish your contract, as a woman, if you have a chance, they have told you to cook for yourself. They have told you you're free in the kitchen. Why can't you cook? Why can't you do some cooking? Because we are women and we are meant to be in the kitchen. So for that one, please don't quote me badly. So let me go to the point. Hey everyone, hey Kelebu, thank you so much for joining. If you are a new housemaid, you go to the house and you are told maybe let's go to another house and you do some work, we are going to give you money. Don't be taken by that money, because you are not going to do that. You are not going to be working in 2 houses until you go back home. So if you are in a house and you are told to go to work in another house because they want to give you money, don't allow. Okay, don't allow, because it means you're going to be working in 2 houses until you finish your contract. Though you're going to be taken by that money, if you reach a time and you don't work in the other second house, that means you're going to find some challenges there. So if you're not it is also out of your interest. If you're interested in to work in 2 houses, it is okay, you can go. Okay, but if you know you are going to finish the contract while you are still working in 2 houses, let me tell you, to work in one house, it is not easy. So if you are going to work in 2 houses, my dear, it is going to, don't just run because they are going maybe to give you half of the salary that you are getting right now. Okay, just say no, I'm not going to do what? Sorry, I'm not going to. Maybe after 2 times they stop praying. Extra house. Yeah, of course, they are going to reach a time and they see you are taking a lot of money from them. So they are going to stop maybe paying you, or they are going to even cut off that money. So you won't be able to get the whole amount of money that you agreed with the people that you are working for. Secondly, please, I said, if you are not interested in taking care of kids, don't. Because children, you know children. Assalamu alaikum, Noor. Thank you so much for joining. You know, if you're not interested in children, please don't. Be open and say, Madam, no, I am not interested. Because no woman will allow you to take care of her children, yet you're not interested. You just be open, be frank, and say, no children, me, I cannot. Because we know there are some women who give birth, and after giving birth, Arab kids are not easy to deal with. Exactly. You understand, because I know you have been taking care of them, Tebi. Thank you so much. They are not at all. They are not like African kids. So, like some women, we are not interested even in our own children. Like after giving birth, we have to send our children to maybe to our mothers or to the grandmothers of those children, because there are some people who have no interest in taking care of their own children. So how are you going to take care of someone's child, yet you have not that interest? Be prepared, because you will take care of a 1-day-old baby. They give birth and hand over to you. Yeah, you know, not every woman that gives birth is interested in taking. Some people, they have little time for those kids, and yet they are theirs. You are my mother, but you have no time for me. Instead, you're going to send me to my grandmother to be there, because you have no interest. You have no time. So that one, for the kids, if you're not interested, you just leave it. Put it aside, because no one, if you come out and tell your madam that, please, for me, I cannot manage, no one is going to bother you, like, why, ask you so many questions. No, they are not going to bother you asking questions, because they know you have been frank and you've told them the truth, of which you cannot manage. So another thing, if you're not interested in those old women, still you can be open and tell them, because they are also the same like children. Because we grow up, as we grow, then the curve goes down, we become children once again. So it doesn't give, like, if we always go because we want money, it doesn't show like something, you know, not at all. There is no woman who would love to see her own mother being treated the way we always see other people treating women. For sure, if I have a chance like to share those videos, I would, but YouTube doesn't allow them. But still, there are some people who don't have the interest of any work. but because of money, we are in need of this money. We will have to do what comes on our way because we are in need of that money, you know. But it's better if you do something that you are interested in and you would love to do it until you finish your contract. What this network? Oh, your network is not good. Sorry, Tebi. So another thing, what I can tell you, I'm left behind. Oh, sorry. What I can tell you is don't accept the money in the exchange of sex. There are some people who are going to bring money. They are going to bring that money, moreover little money. But because we need that money, you will see, how can I just leave this money behind? Yeah? But because you see the needs back home, they are too much. So you will just say, after all, I have a gap. Let me just accept this money. We shall be doing it because there is no one that is going to see us. So that means every time that person who is going to come asking you sex, that means you are likely to always give. Okay? The truth will always set you free. Exactly, caregiving can be children, sick people, or elder. You should be open and say no. Though the needs are too much, like I need money. There are things that I need to finish up home. So I need this money. You're going to accept that money for that guy. But still, just remember, one time, one day, they always say that days for the thief are always 40. So you will one time be caught. You will be accepting that money, fine. You let it like be a game. You keep playing that game. Whenever they bring money, you accept, and it is just, something for 5 minutes and you finish, and you think it is just a game of 5 minutes. Even 5 minutes are too long, you know. Hey dear, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. My friend from Ethiopia, thank you so much for joining. You're most welcome. So, if you accept someone's money, just know you are going to be like paying for it wherever they need they need you. So that means you're going to lose your dignity. You're just selling your dignity over that little money as a woman. So they are going to underlook you because they know you are something like, do you know these toys that these babies they always used to play with? So that means they are going also to look at you like that. So if you know you cannot like take for that wrong until you leave that house, this is whereby we are going to reach a time, maybe you have been accepting and maybe you feel like you are going to be caught. You have been having a gap with someone, but this gap has been cut off. You are no longer having that gap with the same person. That means this is where you're going to say no at this time. No, they are going to get us, you know. So that means that gap, if it is not there and you feel like, no, at this time I'm likely to be caught, but the person is in need of you, you are likely to say no, and too much problems are going to, the result, you're going to see it after refusing. So if you know you are not going to be someone's wife, though we never came to be wives, and some people, they do take that advantage because they have seen money, you know. So if you know you're not going to be a wife for someone for 2 years, don't accept someone's money, please. Those are just things that do take us as women. When we see money, where there is money, we are always taken up. But remember, free money or free gifts, sometimes they do put us into a big trouble or big troubles. So if you know you are not willing to do or to offer yourself to someone for 2 years, don't try it. This is where we hear some stories and someone is genuinely sharing her story with someone that for me, I did it for the whole of 2 years and I was not caught. So it's like, what are you trying to encourage someone? If you were not caught, fine, maybe the 40 days were not yet done. But remember, let me tell you some guys, like sometimes if you have been like faithful, let me use like to those who are married, like a faithful person, maybe like your husband has gone to cheat on you and you're like, oh, if you've gone to cheat, let me also go and I cheat. Once you go that very day, you might be caught. You have been faithful, but because you want maybe to do revenge, maybe you want to also show that person that you can, you are going to be caught, or something big might happen while you are there. So if you have been doing it, there is no need to tell others. It's like you're encouraging them to do the same thing, yet you can't know what is going to happen after doing such. Am I right or wrong? You can write down, because I don't want to see some people coming out saying that I said don't do what you can't do for the whole of 2 years. If it is cooking, I repeat this, if it is cooking, guys, you are women. Women are supposed to be in the kitchen. Let's be satisfied with the little we get, then exchanging our body with money. Exactly. For me, I'm proud of what I'm getting really, you know. There is no need. By the way, even once you give yourself to someone just because of money, that very time they are going to call you cheap. They are going to call you, like they always say, that we are easy goers. And this is whereby some people always approach us thinking that we are all the same. Yet we are not. Some people are hard to be, you know, so we are not all the same. They take that an advantage that we do get little money. So they are going to come out with their money and start giving you that money. So once you accept that money, that means they have got a chance. You are going to be a rag. Do you know these rags, after cleaning, maybe a doormat, let me say, because after, when you want to enter in the house, you have to make your legs like this. So this is how you're going to be. And not only that, don't think that that person who has used you is going to keep quiet. Still is going to tell a friend or someone else that, for me, that one is so cheap. I just gave her this amount of money. And I just, you know, every day I just go and give this. You know, this is how you're going to be. They take you as a less. Let us not always offer ourselves just because of this little money. Secondly, women. There are some people, let me talk about kitchen work. If it is kitchen work, no matter how it is, we are meant to be in the kitchen. If you are a woman, if you're not a half woman, though I can't know who is a half woman is, you know, but if you know you are a woman, you dress up like the way I do. We are born to be in the kitchen. No, let me say, no one would love to see your father cooking for a housemaid. If you are a woman, you are meant to be in the kitchen. There are a lot of things that we need to learn in the kitchen, or we learn while in the kitchen. So if you deny yourself a chance of being in the kitchen, then you are denying it as you. But let me tell you, if I shared with you on how this woman never wanted to cook for herself, instead her bosses are cooking for her, she denied the chance of being in the kitchen. And remember, nowadays we are going in, this season is going to be winter. So winter, sometimes at any time you can feel like, let me take some hot chai, you know, you have to prepare it yourself. But because you said you don't want to be in the kitchen, or you don't cook because you're not yet married, that means you are likely maybe to keep like sneaking. If not that, you're going to reach a time you start stealing, of which some people, they have cameras everywhere. But because at first you said, I don't like cook, or I don't know how to cook. But guys, let us be sincere. In Africa, you reach even 88 years when you know how to cook. You cook food, even not for 2 people, but for like 10 people, for the whole family. 8 years, a girl of 8 years in Africa can cook a big saucepan of food. After you put it, like you carry it and take it to the garden where those people are digging. Let us be sincere, really. Who can't know how to cook when you are from Africa? Let me say, in those big rich families. But still, if you are from a rich family, what are you doing here with us? So that means if you're here as a housemaid, you are able to go to the kitchen and cook for yourself. Maybe you might say, I don't know how to cook like Arabic food. That is for everyone. If you don't want to learn, still, and if you want to learn, that's well and good. But still, if it is not like you yourself, you can cook for yourself, don't deny a chance, because there are so many ladies who would love to go into those kitchens and they cook for themselves, but they don't have a chance. But if you're a woman and you've been given a chance, and then you start pretending, let us not show our ignorance. I call it ignorance, though I don't want to use another word. Okay, fine, you might say that, for me, I don't know how to use their gas, right? Still, they can teach you on how you can use their gas and start cooking for yourself. Do you know there are some housemaids whom they prepare for them like tea in the morning? She is going to wait for her boss until she wakes up. She prepares lunch. Maybe if there is supper, because here they don't always eat supper, they only eat breakfast and lunch. Then later they just eat some things, but not heavy food like the way we do back, you know. So that means there are some people, they totally don't have that chance of being in the kitchen, but they just wait for their bosses to wake up at any time they feel like, after they come and prepare for them, you know. Remember, sometimes we do work and feel hungry, and you feel like, let me first eat something, then I go and proceed with my work. But if you've been given a chance, they have told you the fridges are free, the kitchen is free, now it is yours, you can cook what you want, and you come out to say that, for me, I'm not married, I will not be cooking, because let us leave those excuses aside. Those are weak excuses. Remember, you're denying yourself a chance, but there is this person who would love to be where you are, and would love to be also told to go to the kitchen and do those kitchen work, of which we sometimes pretend that we don't do. But if it is kitchen work, you are a woman, you're not a man, or you're not two in one, please do the kitchen work. For that one, I should say, let it be maybe compulsory on the side of a woman. Because I remember some people have been here telling me that, like, when they go back, they are likely to open up their own restaurants, and they put even where they can be training others, those who are interested in cooking. What about that? Let us also take these skills from Arabs and we take it to Africa. How about that? Sometimes we pretend. Let us leave that pretense aside. Some people, we pretend that for us we cannot cut onion. Okay, fine. If you cannot cut onion, then ask for them the machine. They have machines for cutting onions. But to me, by the way, the machine might be there, but I use my hand to cut onion. Because sometimes if I use the machine to cut onion, if I'm cooking, it brings that water, you know, so it doesn't come out the way I want. I prefer cutting it with my hands and I make it. So still, if you feel you can't cut, you don't want to cut onion because you are going to cry, request for that machine. You put in the machine, then you make onion. As easy as that. But don't say, no, I cannot. You are a woman, you know? So, but if you are not interested in, like, taking care of those old people, children, you're not interested in working in two houses, yes, I can say from the first time, tell them, please no. Because even our contracts, it's written on one house. So if you allow yourself to go to the next house, if you can't take it until you finish, then stop it from the beginning. If you see that maybe your madam wants to take you somewhere, at least you are likely to say, no, madam, today, no. You have to sit her down and say, I will be here. But then if you're interested to go and meet other people, sometimes they do take you to where there are parties and what. If you are interested. Yeah? Because sometimes, for me, if they want to tell me something, they have to first ask. Or if they want to take me somewhere, they have to first ask. So it is up to you to say yes or no. But it's better if you're not interested to say no from the beginning than when you'll be every time they are used now. You're like a handbag. Wherever they go, you have to go. Wherever they go, you have to go. So if you say no from the beginning, it's better when you keep yourself at home. If you're not working, you get rest. But if it is kitchen work, my dear, don't quote me well, because I've seen some people who would want to get some words from me. So it's not like everything. And people, by the way, do something that if we see it, we are not going to judge you. Like that one who was like, I breastfed the puppies. For sure, something you can see. You see, some people, you might ask, does that one have some wires? Are they connected, really? If you can refuse to cook for yourself and you accept to breastfeed the puppies, now which one is which? That's why some people, we are, by the way, they abuse us. You know, they abuse us. You see something, it is too heavy for anyone. You can't bear it, but still you accept. Then you leave the light ones, you bring them on the table, that for me, I can't cook for myself. Now, which is which? You can't cook for yourself, but you're going to breastfeed the puppies. Hello, host. Fola Kim. Hello, dear. Thank you so much for joining. So, guys, you also see something that you can. You can't bring a light issue and a heavy issue, then you take over this heavy one and you leave the light one. So there are things that we should see that are not going to put us into trouble. I always say for the case of children, because I know children, it also takes the life of someone. A baby can do something small and you're like, what should I do to this one? You might do something bad to that baby, of which it will take someone's life. That's why I always say, if you cannot bear those small things that babies do to us, you just leave. If you see it takes someone's life, just say no from the beginning. Let us not take things lightly. If I say don't do something from day one, if you cannot, if you're not interested, there's some things we feel it in our heart. By the way, let me tell you, there are some things I feel that I can. Me, I grew up while in I grew up like working as a housemaid. Let me tell you this. That's why I love what I'm doing, because I started it from the beginning. I started it when I was just like, how many years like 5, I think. I started being a maid into some people's houses. And there are some people I have back home who can testify that Mercy knows how to, she likes to take care of the babies. You know, that is, they know my part as a housemaid. Though I was working for food or I was working for shelter, but I'm happy today. I'm working for money and I know this money, it is going to take me to my own house. So if you are interested in something, you feel it, that this thing I can do it better than the other. Okay? So for the case of children, if I feel that I cannot, still we have stayed. You know, when you're still young, you know what you want. Like we had those dreams. We used to say, I want to become this or the other. But still we reached a time and we did not be what we wished to be. Right? But you felt it, you're still feeling it, that if at all you get a chance, you can still go and be what you wanted to be when you were still young. If you still have a chance, that means that is something that you feel like you can, even if what? Once you get a chance, you can take over. That is you. But there is this thing, someone will come out and say, you do the other thing. No, I feel like doing this. No, you do this. You might go there, but you are forced. So the result won't be good like the way you would have gone for what you wanted, right? But then for me, I can say, if it is African child, if you tell me to take care of African children, I'm good at it. I'm telling you the truth. That is something that I really love. I can be even here like watching videos of those kids, most especially twins, and you come out and say, is this what you are watching? Because I love kids. I love children. But for you, if you're not interested, you have no time even to watch those videos for children. Okay? You have no time for that. So it's better when you be specific and say, this one, no. And if it comes like to cleaning, I can do it when no one has told me that to do this. If I have realized that I'm supposed to clean the specific place, I can do it wholly, like I can do it like I give it time, because it is something that no one has forced me to do, by the way. You know, so if you do something when you're not forced, still you can do it good, give it time, and it will come out when it is good, than when you have been told. Because when they come out and they say, Mase, you can clean the other room, you were not ready, you were not prepared, maybe mentally, physically. So it was an abrupt, they just came and said, you know, we need the other room cleaned up. You might go there to clean it, excuse me, you might go there to clean it, but it won't be clean like the way when you go for you, like you yourself, without anyone like telling you to go or reminding you that the other room is dirty. So if you're interested in something, still you will always have to send yourself. You don't need anyone to come and say that, remind you, let me say that, remind you, tell you how, you know, you will always like go you yourself. Am I right or not? Hopefully I'm talking sense, because the way I'm talking and you people, you're not even commenting. Oh, I might say that maybe I'm talking with robots. Sorry to say that, but hopefully we are 6 people. Hopefully they are people, not other things. So guys, you can comment, guys. You talk to me, ask anything about that. Am I right or not? Still, some people, if you do something and someone has told you to repeat, maybe it has not been good, and you've been told to repeat the same place. Maybe I went to clean the place and it was not clean, so they came to tell me that you go back and clean. Okay, so you go back to clean, still they find the place still dusty. So that means some people still, we work when we are not interested at all. We have no interest, but still what we need is the money. But just imagine what you're doing in someone's house. Let me say that maybe you're going back, you'll be rich, get some money, and you hire a maid. So what you're doing in this very house, expect it in your own house. I think those ones have already gone. Tebi. As if you sleep after you just wake up and come back, you know. So let me tell you guys, no matter how many days, no matter how many years, what you do in life, what you do, whether bad or good, it will always come back to you. It will always come back to you, no matter how many years it is going to take. So as a housemaid, always do good, because you know anytime things might change, and things are likely to change. You know, you are a housemaid, afterwards you're going to become a housewife, you are becoming a millionaire, billionaire. So still expect, when you do good, when you are a housemaid, you are likely maybe to get a good housemaid like the way you were. But if you've been this jealous housemaid, you do things as if you are forced, you do things just because you need money. When you become rich, and by the way, God always makes sure that you become rich, because he will make sure that you get a maid or you get a house helper who will work like the way you did in someone's house. Okay, so always do good. You can't know what you are going to be tomorrow. Today I'm a maid, tomorrow you can't know where you will find me. So if I'm doing good in this house, I'm expecting to get a housemaid or a house helper who will do what I'm doing today. So if you're taking care of someone's children and you're not interested, whatever you are doing, I know to those, you might be there and you're like, the way you look at them, sometimes they fear you before they come near to you. The way you talk to them, always push them. Even the way you respond to them, they always, you know. And by the way, some people, Sharon, hey Mercy, how are you? I'm good, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. What goes around comes around. Exactly. So this is what I always say. Jazira, hello Jazira, thank you so much for joining. You are most welcome. Hey Sharon from Tebi, Stories by Tebi, she's saying hello. So what goes around comes around. Let me tell you guys, I one time remember, let me tell you this story, though it is not necessary as such. Hey Jazira from Tebi, let me tell you this. One time, okay, there is this boy who was dating me. So one time I asked him his phone, and I wanted to see what he saved as my name, you know. So I found that he saved me as Annie Lucky. I did not react. I just have to give him back his phone, you know. So he didn't know what I did not change. I did not do anything. How is everyone here? Everyone is, tell us, baby girl. Yeah, Jazila, you guys, that means you like it, like, you know. Okay, let me tell you. I was dated by this guy. So he saved me as unlucky, you know. So as I checked his phone, I found that I was saved as unlucky. I did not, did I delete? Yeah, it's like I deleted. Too much Tebi, you know. So I deleted the number. So I just kept quiet. I didn't talk with him about it. I was with my friend, so I was like, you see what he saved me? Anilake, why? So I asked myself why he saved me as unlucky. I just kept quiet. But for sure, I loved that guy. I loved him so much. So I just kept quiet. So we kept on. Time came. So by the way, this guy died. He was shot, from the bar. You know? Yeah, he was shot from the bar. He made some misunderstanding. They got some misunderstandings. He was like asking for a change from the counter. He made some noise. Then they called the manager. Then, you know, so they came and shot him. So he did not survive. So guys, sometimes there are things that we do tell people, and it hurts us, you know. You can't know what you're going to say or what you're going to do to someone. You can't know how much you're going to affect that very person. Yeah, he did, but I loved him for real. But still, may his soul rest in peace. But then, for me, he called me unlucky. I thank God I'm still alive. So he's no longer, he was of course, I didn't react about it because some people, they do nickname us, you might give someone your number and he puts like monkey, he puts something like that. So maybe it's me who did bad to check my, like I did bad to check my, should I say his phone, should I say, because I wanted to see what he saved as me, but he saved the unlucky. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, So today I'm the lucky one because I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. So I thank God for that. So remember, what goes around comes around. But of course, I can't remind him because he is no longer with us. But how I wish I can. What you call others, it might come back to you. What you do to others, it might come back to you. So let us also, when we go to say something, sometimes phones have to be sanitized. Oh my God. But I felt so sorry for him, and I had no money by that time, but I borrowed some money, by the way, and I had to go and bury him. So I had no money, but I had to borrow some money. So I went there. Have a wonderful night, baby girl, Tebi. Tebi, they are saying a wonderful night from Jazeera. Jazeera, at this time, where are you going? It's still early. You're going to sleep. So I sometimes wonder how we always like, thanks Jazila from Tebi, how we always like come out. And by the way, I once told you that how I wish I can go back to those videos that I used to write like some things that are not really, that when someone can see it and you feel so sorry for me because I've commented, but I have no chance on how I can delete them. You find someone has done a video or has done something. If you're not interested in commenting good or commenting something, like at least if it is bad, put something that, but not like abusing someone. Today you might call me bad, but you don't know what you're going to make tomorrow or what you're going to do to someone else tomorrow. It's better when we change, when we still have the senses of changing, because you might put a good comment, it might change someone. Go back to them and create reels on Facebook. I heard this is money. I heard there is money there. Where? On FB? No, Tebi, I can't know how I can find those people, by the way, or I can't know how I can find those comments. I mean those videos that I commented on. I can't know. I can't find them. They were 2019, 2020. Yeah, the year 2020, by the way. The year 2020, I was so bitter. I was so bitter even to people whom I did not know. But the year 2021, to those who are asking my years, I'm not 21 years, please. That merciful 21, it's when I started this. Okay, so to those who always ask me my years, maybe thinking I'm 21, I'm not, my dear. Me, I have monkey and bad girl on my contact. Jazira, let me tell you. You see how you saved that monkey and bad girl, you know? So remember, there is also someone who saved you something else. Imagine. Let me tell you. Yes, you have them in your phone, but remember, there is also someone who saved you something else you can't know. There is a saying in our language that I'm backbiting someone, but there is someone else who is backbiting me. And this is true. You're there backbiting me, but remember there is someone also who is backbiting you. And it's better sometimes, maybe you're there calling me like crazy person, but remember there is also someone who is calling you a crazy person. That is true, Jazira. That is very true. So it's better when we do good things. Eh? You never know. And let me tell you, this is very true because I have seen it. When someone goes to you and says that so and so is crazy, so that so and so will also come to you and tell you that that one is crazy. Imagine, now you ask yourself, who is not crazy? Who is crazy? I don't know whether these words are accepted by this YouTube, but then even you have someone saving you the same. Yes, it might not be the same, but still similar thing, like of that category. It was last time I sat and I was like, oh my God, this person who saved me, Ani Lucky, though he's no longer with us, may he keep like resting in peace. Then I had to say, Alhamdulillah, I'm still breathing. Yes. So Jazira, it's better when you change those names, because you might find that someone else saved you something even worse, or, you know, yeah, let me say worse. And you might ask, if you see it, you might ask yourself that, how come that this person saved me as this? So I questioned myself and I asked my friend as to why this person saved me, and lucky we did not get an answer, by the way. We did not. Up to now, I'm still like, why? So check yourselves, check your phones. It's better when you try and change it. This is life. What goes around comes around. So today it might be me, tomorrow it might be someone else. Isn't it Jazira? It's better when you change it, and by the way, put a sweet name for that person, no matter how bad that person is. At least put something that might, you know. But what if he or she comes into your phone and finds that really, even the relationship that you had with a person might go forever and ever. I can't change them. Why? So that means that one that you saved bad, she might be so bad. But still, we have bad people who are likely to change. Like the way I was in 2020, it is not the same person I am today. I'm a changed person, by the way. I can say I'm a changed person. I'm no longer the other person. I used it to be. Unless if someone comes on my way and you want maybe to bring back the other person I was before, then I explain for them. Oh my God. But still they won't believe you. They won't believe you. And let me tell you guys, even if someone is bad, always try hard to study that someone. If you can't change that someone, then don't bring back. Don't bring back like something that might take him or her back to the situation that he or she was. If I was someone, the bad Masa in 2020, now I feel myself that now I'm a changed person. So don't try to remind me who I was before. Instead, try to change what you have seen that have not changed. Some people are becoming bad because of the people around us. I might become a good person because of the people around me. And that is true. Because of this house, because of the people I'm working for, I became a better person. Though I'm not perfect, but I became a better person according to who I was before in 2020. So there are things that I went and sat myself, then I considered, and I said, no, this shouldn't be me. I had to cut off those connections that could take me, that could bring anger onto me, that could take me back to that bad, like, you know, oh, everyone is crying network. What is wrong with the network? Oh, it's my network. I think my network is not good. Even Tebi was crying for network. So guys, it's like when you try to convert someone to a certain religion, they always say that the angels up are like they are praising because they have got a new person. So always try hard to make sure that you change someone in every situation. There might be 2 words or 3 words that can change a person. Don't always bring like make people like to become angry. Don't always like make people to become worse. Yes, some people might become good because of the people around or because of the environment. So me, I can tell you, according to this house or according to these people I'm working for, I became a changed person. So if I can tell you the Mase who was in 2020, if you bring her here, but I accepted that I was bad, and I accepted to cut off some people who could bring anger, who could cause what could make me like abuse people, do what. So I decided to cut off those people now, you know. I have few people and I value them. I know if I'm to talk with them, I'm talking like, I don't just call them or I don't just text them when I'm not telling them or when I'm something that is, yeah, get time and say that these things are valuable or they are very important. Give it time. Always give time to things that are very important. Less time to the things that don't matter. So I no longer give people my time who don't value me, by the way, let me say that. Yes. There are people who think that maybe you are just there whenever they feel bored and they are like, let me, you know, because they want to kill that boredom, or they want to, you know, to take your time as as in they keep you in that way. Give less time to those people, unless if they are trying to tell you something that is constructive and educative. Give those people time. I had to cut off some people because I used it to, but I thank God that I met this family. Really, it changed me a lot, and I really appreciate, and I thank God. And I sometimes say, if at all I did not meet these people, I wouldn't be who I am today. For sure, this phone I'm always like making video from, I received it from my bosses. They are the ones who gave it to me. But remember, I had my phone from my country. That phone, I used it to talk a lot. I used to abuse people. I used it to use it, watch things that doesn't even value my journey to success. So when I received this gift of a phone, it is the very big gift I've ever received in my life. And whenever some people they say that, you cannot sometimes understand. So I had to tell myself, I'm going to change my life. No more watching things that don't add on myself, don't add me, or don't take me to another step. No more doing things on this phone that are so ashaming. No more abusing people. So that very day I had to decide enough is enough. So I had to continue with a new life. So I started that year 2020. So that's why I also came up with this name, Merciful 2020. Okay, but still some people, they sometimes want to bring us back. They want to, yeah, of course, whenever you want to go ahead, whenever you want to become a good person, there are always people who always push you back. But if you know where you were before and where you would want to be, always fight to keep going ahead. Don't let those ones who want to push you back to win you. Winners never quit. Winners never give up. So if you know where you want to be, where you are coming from, always fight for that. Let no one take you back. If there is something you have seen ahead of you, always fight to reach where you want to be. There is a step you want to take, fight to take that step until you reach where you want to be. Not all people want to see you somewhere. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Jazira, thank you so much. Tebi, stories by Tebi. Even to those who are watching but you're not commenting, I'm humbled. Thank you so much. I love you so much. I should call it, guys. Yeah. Okay. I really appreciate your love and support. May God keep you for me. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed evening, morning, good afternoon. Bye-bye to you all.